Stay tuned for urban legends to ghostly tales of the paranormal, because now it's time for
Message on the Wall.
Message on the Wall presents The Children in the Jungle. The following story is somewhat of a legend. It was when a Dutchman named Van Halen found himself along the Amazon River trading with the Arawak Indians that he had a very strange experience. One night a most terrible howling and wailing came from the jungle, which Van Halen felt he had to investigate. He hadn't gone far when there in an opening he saw an old woman from the village where he was staying mercilessly beating a boy. The old woman screeched that the boy's sister would get the same, and dragging a young girl from a bush. That was when Van Halen intervened. Shooing the old woman away, she reluctantly left the children alone. The children gratefully thanked Van Halen, telling him that in return for his kindness, the spirit of the jungle would always protect him, going on to explain that the spirit of the jungle was their mother. Now as for the old woman, she would not be so lucky. Van Halen was intrigued, enough so that when the children went on their way, he decided to follow them, making sure they didn't see him as they moved deeper into the jungle. Van Halen followed the children for some distance before they stopped by a pool where growing in the centre was the biggest lily he had ever seen. The lily appeared to glow with an aura of shimmering light as Van Halen watched the children throw flowers into the water while uttering words he couldn't quite hear in this strange ritual. Remaining in his hiding place, Van Halen saw the water begin to swirl and glow, then ending just as suddenly as it had begun. The Dutchman's attention had been so taken by the water that once all was normal again, he realized the children had gone, but in their place were two sleek jaguars. Van Halen watched as the two beautiful creatures padded away, not daring to move. Once he was sure they had gone, he retraced his steps back to the village. It was when he reached the place he was staying that he heard strange sounds coming from the hut where he knew the old woman lived, and going inside, there in a corner crouched the two children, eating the flesh from what looked to be human bones, while the old woman, well, she was nowhere to be found. You have been listening to Message on the Wall, brought to you in association with Paranormal Parodies. You can find Paranormal Parodies at paranormal-parodies.com.